Alright, and we should be coming back on now. Laser V4 says to finish this, you need to do the ukulele rap. I don't remember all of it.
Me neither.
Oh, I should have grabbed this controller while we were off.
Maybe. What have you done?
Throwing my water bottle on the ground. There you go.
Oh.
So, Alicia is actually going to be playing Untitled Goose Game.
Wait, how should we do this?
If it'll connect.
Because isn't it going to be later on in the game? Do we want to do that?
No, you should just start a new save file.
Okay.
Like, just pick your account when you start it.
Okay.
Where'd the Super Nintendo controller go?
You just had it.
It fell on the floor. Hang on a second.
Everything's falling apart.
Do you want to do a little of the ukulele rap while we're between games here?
Okay, I don't know a single line.
It's that Yuka.
Yeah, I know.
Ukulele.
Only
an iguana and a bat. What's
a lizard
up?
and a bat.
It is a lizard and
He's
a bat.
a chameleon.
Where did I get that?
An iguana and a bat. What's up with that?
I blame Beanie Babies.
Iguanas are good. Anyone in the chat a big iguana fan?
I see somebody said this is honestly a great asset. Repurposing feels like the game they should have made all along. Yeah, but I get why they went the route they did.
Oh my god. I got it! I'm a gamer.
You're a real gamer.
Goose game!
There we go. And yeah, if you just pick your profile, that should be fine. Because I don't think we have Cloud Sync on.
Yeah. This game is good because your only goal is to be an asshole. And a goose. And I love birds. As you all know.
Let's see. We are back on now, by the way. Right?
I hope so. Goose game.
I see somebody ask, Josh, would you buy a collection of Sonic Unleashed Colors Generations for current consoles?
Oh, it says chat is disabled for some reason.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, well, I'll answer this question first. Do you really need to ask that? Of course I would. Let me see if I can figure out why chat is
Okay, I
disabled.
think we're not streaming, actually.
Really? Okay, I'm seeing you are live.
Okay.
The chat wasn't updating for a while.
That's really... Okay.
On my end.
No, I'm still not... That is so weird.
Yeah. Guys, is the chat... Okay, I guess you can't answer if it's not working for you.
Yeah.
The chat's okay, right?
Yeah, why
It seems to be disabled on Alicia's computer.
That's so weird. I'm just gonna try to hit the link again. I'm sorry, guys.
It's not your fault.
Oh, okay, we're good.
Ooh, and we just got a super chat from a user. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
They say, Untitled Goose Game. Now, this is it, Keith.
Alright, let's get in there. This game is really fun and really chill, because it's like, you know, it's like, I'm sure everyone has heard of this game by now, but you know, it's kind of like a puzzle game and an asshole simulator. Not like a literal asshole, but like the act of being an asshole, you see.
Not a literal asshole. That'd be a very different kind of game.
Exactly.
Some of which
there he is!
Some of which do seem to be on the Switch eShop.
Oh god. It's me. Let's go. I'm the goose here to fuck up your day. And I'm gonna do it in my goosey way. Okay.
This game, I didn't even think about how well this game fits everything that you love.
What? Being
Namely,
an asshole? Wow.
being a bird.
I'm insulted.
It's a game where you can play as a bird. Somebody needs to make a hack of this game where instead of honking, the goose makes your caw
Yeah.
noise.
Caw! That'd be great.
Alright.
Alright, let's go fuck up somebody's day. That's what the goose is about. The goose is on the loose. Oh, wait. Not quite.
Slice of Pizza says, honestly, this game looks sick. Yeah, it's really, really
It's
unique
really
and really
good.
and really fun. I saw somebody say a while back, like, it's hard to imagine this game taking this concept and being any better than it actually is.
I know.
Like, it executes what it wants to be perfectly.
Alright, let's get in there.
Affleck, I get it.
I get it as well.
Let's see, I got a question earlier. Where was it? Oh, I already asked this, but would you ever consider critiquing the Paper Mario games? Yeah,
I can get into the garden.
You can.
I can get into the garden just fine.
So, next season, I said this on a stream the other day, but I will repeat it again. Would you play a literal a-hole game?
Oh, and also thank you.
Thank you so much.
King of Cucumbers.
Not on stream. That wouldn't work.
Oh, I'm in the garden.
So, my... earlier in the summer, early this summer, I was thinking about what I was going to have my next season of the Geek Critique be. And at the time, I was considering between two options. I was going to do either Banjo-Kazooie or, Mario RPGs. And that would probably include, I'd probably do, because RPGs are so freaking long, I was going to do Super Mario RPG, Paper Mario, and Mario and Luigi. The first game in each of the three sort of... I like what you're doing there. And I want to say that I'm still planning on doing both of those seasons at some point, but I have now moved on to something else, and the next season is going to be quite a nice surprise for you all.
Sorry, our cat is desperately trying to get onto his laptop.
Yeah. I'm putting her on the ground.
Alright.
The cat is just honking, basically.
Damn it, we've been found out! We've been found out, boys! I'm gonna steal his carrots. Ooh. Low Metroid, thank you. Wow. Metroid.
Metroid. It's easy to say Metroid.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Man, that's very generous, so yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks a lot. They say, hey Josh, do you think Zelda is treated unfairly by Smash fans when people are campaigning for Geno, but using the one-off argument for why Zelda shouldn't get more reps? So are you saying, I assume what you mean by that is Midna shouldn't be in Smash because she's only been in one game. As opposed to people asking for Geno who are don't mind that he's only been in one game and still think he should get in. I think that when it comes to Smash character campaigning, people are always going... this is actually really, really strange to me. I do think that Smash 4 ended up having, way too many new Fire Emblem characters come in. But, the thing that people... I don't think that, for instance, a lot of people were mad because Banjo got in and Steve, from off of Minecraft, didn't. Banjo getting in doesn't change anything about whether or not Steve can get in. I don't think it's a competition. But people are of course, always going to give good reasons for the characters they want and come up with good excuses for the ones they don't want. And that's what's weird about it to me. It wouldn't bother me if Midna got in. Although, of course, Geno would be way more of a dream come true to me personally. But, it's not like I would feel slighted in any way if Midna made it. If that makes sense. But what do you think?
Well, I was honking, what?
She's a goose.
I just want Professor Layton to be in the game. I got you, Jim! Oh, fuck! Man, oh, fuck!
I guess what I'm saying is, aside from, here's another Fire Emblem character, here's another Fire Emblem character, here's another... Aside from that in Smash 4, I don't really understand why anybody, would complain to that level about a character that they personally didn't really care about getting in. Especially when it makes so many other people happy.
Yeah, just let people have fun.
Somebody asks, anyone else think the Goose is low-key thick with 2 C's?
Man, the Goose is super thick. Look at them Goose cheeks. Look at them. Hey, you like this plumage? You like this plumage? You like this plumage, boy? Oh, no.
Somebody said that they only watched the donkey video on this and remember raking a lake.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to do that, but... That's the expert maneuver. For
the sake of spoilers for people who are holding off on playing this, we might not want to go further than, past the second area.
Yeah. Agreed.
So, like, I think this part of the game is kind of what everyone's shown the first part of it.
Yeah.
We'll show you the second part, but I don't think we want to go too far past that. Opinion of the Hotline Miami games. Okay. I believe I only ever played the first one.
You must answer all questions through a cacophony of honks.
Yes. I mean, when you get really obsessed with your birds, like, that's kind of what it's like anyway. When you just start cawing all the time.
Well, you knew what you were getting into. Oh, I'm a goose out on the town.
Okay, opinion of the Hotline Miami games. Yeah, I played the first one, and it was, like, immediately one of those games that was really, really, really cool, but that I could also tell was going to be a pretty significant time investment to really get good at. And, like, you know, I would enjoy it if I would play more of it, but I have yet to do that. Like, I find that a lot of, like, really, really difficult games where challenge is the point, like Cuphead, for instance, like, I love it when I'm playing it, and I'm having a really good time just, like, trying and trying and trying. But, like, it can be difficult because just, like, when I play it, like, that's all I can focus on. That's all I can do. Like, you can't really, like... It's not a relaxing game to play, I guess.
No.
And that's fine. It's very good at what it does, but... Like, I find, unless, of course, it's on the Switch, which Cuphead is now. And I think Hotline Miami probably is, too. Like, so, just about every indie game is. Somebody points out that I said Banjo getting in doesn't change anything about if Steve is getting in, and says it did until Terry was revealed in the expanded DLC past the Fighter's Pass. Yeah, I can kind of see that argument, like, knowing that there's only 5 slots and, like... But, like, I guess what I'd say to that is, unless Banjo was, like, the last DLC character and nobody else is ever coming. But, like, with Smash 4, I guess it's a little more understandable if, like, some people were disappointed about Bayonetta, because it was known that that was the final DLC character, and, you know, the winner of the, oh man, what was that thing called? The Fighter's Ballot. So... Goose for Smash. Somebody says, Goose would be an amazing assist trophy, and I definitely agree with that.
Just come into the stage and start honking at you.
Somebody points out, why can't you let other people be happy, he asks as he controlled a goose, ruining everyone's day. That is actually Alicia playing the Goose game right now.
I am the goose.
She is the bird lady.
I'm the goose. And I'm on the loose.
Somebody says, did you ever play King of Fighters or Fatal Fury? And if not, will you let Smash be a Kingmaker this time around? I don't... While I was always aware of it, I don't think I had ever played it before. But when Terry got announced, you know, just sort of wanting to know more about his history, I did get one of the many Fatal Fury games that are available on the eShop. And it's a very intricate 2D fighting game. Like, it's one of those games where, like, okay, if I put a lot of time into this and took the time to get good at it, I bet this would be really, really fun. But also, I don't actually have anybody
Breaking
to play
the leg!
Good work, baby!
I did it!
Let's see... Do you think that Valve is secretly behind the Retro DK trilogy? I get it. Well done.
Oh,
The Chicken Lord draws.
Low Trade!
We got a super chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you! You're the real champ! Breaking the lake. Alright.
They say, fair point. I think people are mad about the hero, as in the Dragon Quest hero, since a lot of people have been begging for Sora since Brawl, and Square's kind of a pain in the ass. You know, comparing, like, Hero to Cloud, even, like, Hero ends up having quite a bit more stuff in Smash than Cloud did.
Damn it. So close.
So that's kind of nice. I think, like, comparing, like, Sora to Hero, again, not saying that, like, Hero being in makes it impossible that Sora could get in, but I know, like, what a freaking institution Dragon Quest is in Japan. And so, while I'm sure it doesn't seem like it to, you know, Westerners who grew... You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Well, I'm sure it doesn't seem like this to Westerners who grew up loving Kingdom Hearts. like, Dragon Quest is definitely the bigger deal in Japan anyway.
Hi. Don't worry.
As seen by how incredibly overpowered he is. The chat's excited about raking the lake and is congratulating you.
Thank you. I did it.
And is making donkey jokes about a $1
rated.
million prize. Reviews with Gaiden says, did you ever play Celeste? Yeah, in fact, I recently went back and finished Celeste.
I'm a goose. Now you will listen to my beautiful music. No! Fuck you. You're rude.
So regarding Celeste, when I said on Twitter that I thought Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair was the best platformer since Sonic Mania, I knew I would get questions about Celeste. And like Celeste is one of those games where I really liked it, I really enjoyed it, I definitely had fun playing it, but it didn't reach and like noting the pun here, it didn't seem to reach the heights for me that it did for other people. I saw somebody say that, like, the story and the characters, like, really resonated with them, and that may be my problem with it, is that, you know, not being a particularly story or narrative-focused kind of gamer. But I don't know, I mean, Celeste, even if you completely ignore the story, totally has, like, tons of, like, very cool gameplay elements. So I don't really know, beyond that, like, why it didn't do it for me on that level, but yeah, I mean, I definitely enjoyed, like, more traditional 2D platformers more so than I did Celeste. While acknowledging that it is definitely a brilliantly designed game, it just didn't do it for me as much as it seemed to for other people. Ooh, you know, that's a good point, Max Mariner. They say, something to consider about Hero, you know how Cloud's only got 2 songs? Each of the heroes only has 2 songs as well. Yeah, and also, Hero doesn't have any remixes, or Dragon Quest in general doesn't have any remixes in Smash either, which is a weird, weird thing for Square to dictate. Oh, good night, Jeremy. Thank you for watching.
Good night, Jeremy. I got your flower off.
Max Mariner's talking about The Messenger. I
haven't played that. I've heard it's very good, though.
I've played something a few, like 2 years ago. I can't remember if it was The Messenger or not.
What are you thinking of?
I don't know. Maybe I played it. Mega Shadow says, is this the impossible goose?
I'm the only goose who can. Oh, yes, Mike. No! I forgot! Don't worry, don't need a radio. I'll sing you a song.
What are you trying to do right here exactly?
Steal the radio.
To put it on the picnic table?
Yes.
Ah.
I shocked him.
I don't know how well you guys can hear the sound, but one of the coolest things about this game that I didn't get just from watching reviews of it was, like, the dynamic soundtrack. That sort of constantly really changes depending on, like, what you're doing and what's going on in the environment.
It's really funny.
Oh, the title didn't change. Well, did it? If you reload, does it? Oh, actually, it hasn't changed on my end either.
Have an idea.
Mr. Cookie says, would you rather play DKC3 or Banjo-Tooie for the rest of your life? That's tough because I definitely enjoy DKC3 more. But if I had to play one or the other for the literal rest of my life, and that was like the only game I could play, I feel like Banjo-Tooie would ultimately give me more to do and more replay value. So I'd have to consider those options and what's more important.
I have a foolproof plan.
My goodness. You bastion of industry.
What could possibly go wrong? Did he take my pumpkin?
He took your pumpkin.
He took my pumpkin!
I think he took your pumpkin.
Oh! I am incensed!
Dances with Metroid says, what's up, TGC? First stream I've been able to catch. How psyched are you from Yooka-Laylee? I mean, I think it's the best platformer in at least, like, the past 2 years. So I'm pretty freaking psyched
Don't
for
worry
it.
about it. No! I said don't worry about it! Oh, no. Fuck. I dislike you.
But if you guys missed us playing, or missed me playing ukulele and missed our thoughts on that, that's going to be on the TGC Live playlist. The stream archive will be up there.
You took my pumpkin. Now I'll take your life.
People are talking about the music situation with Dragon Quest. Sometimes one region gets orchestrated music and the other gets synthesized.
Yeah, that was a shame. The MIDI music was, like, fine, but it got really annoying after a while.
Low Metrade, thank you so much, man. You are being super duper generous.
You are so nice. I'm gonna cry right here on my goose.
Really appreciate it. They say, also, I think another reason people feel upset is because this game calls itself Ultimate, and it's basically the only game where everyone is here. Do you mean that, like, Ultimate implies that it might be the final Smash game in this style? And that, like, everyone is here isn't, like, a good enough incentive? Like, what do you mean by that? Imagine just trying to tend to your garden, and this goose is just moving around with your water cooler.
No!
How is it pulling the cooler? What is happening?
Because the goose has reached a higher plane of intelligence.
When I was going for the picnic thing, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, I did this with no problem when I did it the first time.
Games are always harder when you try to play them for an audience.
Yeah, I swear. What can you do?
Laser V4 says, if there were to be a Sony rep in Smash, who do you think it would be? My money is on Ratchet. I'll let you go first. If there's a Sony... We'll consider this a two-part question. One is, what Sony rep would you personally want? Two is, who do you think would be most likely?
Let me think. A Sony rep in Smash, probably Parappa the Rapper.
Is that who you would most want, or who you think is most likely?
It's probably who I'd most want.
Parappa is also who I would most want.
Aww.
Not even close.
Ooh, he is making me very upset. I'm gonna do some goosey things at you.
Oh, I remember what I did, I think. I locked him in like the farm area.
Oh, that's smart. I should do that.
Because there's like a hole that you can use to like get out.
Is there? I never found a hole.
Yeah, I'll tell you where it is if you want to go back in there.
I got this, I think.
Man, ukulele looks really different from what I remember. The title did change, right?
I thought it did. It changed on mine.
It's not changed on yours.
It didn't change on mine, actually. Wow.
I changed it. Maybe it didn't save. Let me just fix this.
Fine, I'm gonna go fuck around with the other stuff. Ow. Honk, honk, honk.
Well, now people are talking about Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, of anybody, I'd say Crash should get in. Of any, but I guess when you say Sony rep, I mean I'm gonna think of like characters that Sony actually owns. But yeah, Crash Bandicoot of like almost anybody left or any other franchise that could get in Smash, I'd say Crash should get it more than anyone else at this point. There have been rumors, lots of rumors flying around earlier this week about an Overwatch character getting in Smash.
How would you feel about that?
I mean, I'd be fine with it.
I just gotta get...
The Chicken Lord Draws, I'll ask you this too. The Chicken Lord Draws is thinking about dropping the word draws from their name and just being the Chicken Lord. What would you think?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
losing the word draws.
Well,
and just being the Lord of Chickens.
I think the Lord of Chickens would be good, but I don't think draws is bad either.
No.
I want Doom Guy too. But yeah, I think you should do whatever you feel is right. If you touch my picnic, I'll touch your trachea with my little goose foot. Ah! No! Rude!
Oh, man.
Rude! Wow, that's why you don't have a rake anymore. You giant poo head.
I'm gonna go ahead and copy a link into the chat here in a second.
Ha ha! I'm a goose. I'm a goose. Your goose is getting cooked. Your goose is getting cooked.
Has the title changed now, by the way? The title's changed on your end. I assume it's actually saved now.
It has. Where's this hole of which you speak?
Oh, it's in the upper Like, head down and to the left.
Man, I'd be good with Leon.
It's behind that collection of stuff
oh
right
my
there.
god, I moved that and I didn't see it. I was like, oh my god, I'm so dumb.
So for those who came for Yooka-Laylee, I'm going to drop a link to the archived version of us playing Yooka-Laylee in the Impossible Lair. Yes. I see what it did. It changed my title on the Yooka-Laylee video to Impossible Goose Game.
I'd be good with Kat as a Sony rep too, because I love Gravity Rush and I love Kat. She's a good girl.
Yeah, so what I was saying though, as far as Sony reps go, Sony doesn't really generally do a whole lot to spotlight like its retro franchises like that. So while I would most like to see Parappa, I would kind of expect like a much more recent Sony rep to be most likely to get in. And by the way, I'm dropping that link right now to our Yooka-Laylee in the Impossible Lair footage earlier on tonight.
Dr. Mad!
Dr. Mad, thank you so much. He says, after finishing Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Fear the Deer, I wouldn't mind getting Byleth in Smash, because then we get music from the phenomenal OST.
It does have a really great OST.
I think it's nice that Ultimate has, like, not added any more Fire Emblem content after what happened with Smash 4.
Yeah,
but I mean, given the fact that we're getting, like, an unknown amount of DLC characters, I would be perfectly fine with Ultimate putting in one more Fire Emblem rep.
But, like, not a sword guy, you know? Like, put in Claude, and he'll be, like, a bow guy.
Slice of Pizza says, isn't Joker a Sony rep? Now that's a Sega rep. There are now 3 Sega characters in Smash Brothers, which makes me very happy.
I am about to go goose shit up in here.
Well, now all you need to do is, like...
Although I'm not really paying full attention, I'm kind of...
Yeah, all you need...
doofing around. Ha. I hate him.
All you need to do now is steal his keys and then run out the hole. And then he won't be able to chase you once you get out there.
Hell yeah.
Really screw him over.
Existential goose crisis. I got him. Wait,
did you close the door?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, cool. Somebody says, I think the DLC will all be third party. Like, when it was just the Fighters Pass, like those 5 characters, I figured they'd all be third party as well. Now that we know more are coming, like, I don't think that necessarily holds true past what's on the Fighters Pass.
Don't you fucking touch me. Don't you fucking touch me. I will call the police.
Let's see. I mean, yeah, Persona is generally, like, associated with PlayStation. But,
yeah.
You know, it's Sega Atlas.
Yeah, so technically. The keys float because the goose commands it.
So people want to know our thoughts on Joker in Smash. Or the Chicken Lord Draws does. Do you have thoughts on Joker?
Ooh. Oh, I mean, I love Joker in Smash.
Hello, Metroid. Thank you again! Man.
Oh, thank you! Give me your carrot.
He says, 343 wants Master Chief in Smash, and I want him so bad.
Yeah.
Master Chief, in terms of being an iconic video game character, definitely deserves to get in on that level. I do kind of wonder how his moveset would work. And I always hate it, by the way, when people are like, oh, like, how would the moveset work? That's as if that's a reason not to do it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like, Captain Falcon has one of the most fun, iconic movesets in Smash Brothers, and had none of that when he debuted. So it's not like that disqualifies a character, but it'd be interesting to see how they translate a first-person shooter character into like, Smash Brothers.
Oh, he's talking about the movie Joker.
Oh, you know,
that's what I thought he was talking about.
I would never have considered that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care about most movies, and I don't care about this one, so that's about it for me.
Yeah, I wasn't that interested in seeing it. I don't really like DC's interpretation of the Joker so far, so...
And for that matter...
DC, you know, cinematic universe interpretation. But that's just me.
For that matter, I've never really liked Batman in general.
Which I love. I mean, I love Batman, the animated series Batman.
Sure.
But, you know.
Let's see.
Gotta kill it in the water.
Why is Joker and Robin in Smash, but not Batman? That's a good one.
That's a good one. I did it! I had a picnic!
Finally! You're very good at being a goose.
I'm very talented at everything.
Oh, man. So let's get to the second area, and then I think call it a night. We're
Yeah. I'm getting pretty dank.
You're getting pretty peckish, you might say.
Oh! Honk.
Oh yeah, and then every time you've completed an area, like, a person in that area seems to put up a no goose sign.
Yeah. Ah.
Freaking got him.
I got him. He's having a bad day. You could transform into any bird. Which one? Probably like a majestic goose.
I would transform into a falcon. The Animorphs books made that sound way too fun, so I'd have to try it.
I think I'd want to be like a flamingo. I just want to be fab.
And have a really long neck.
Yeah.
And say, copy that.
Don't do that.
The goose is loose. Somebody says, kind of off-topic question, do you got any favorite voice actors / actresses?
Ooh. What's the name? Who? Oh man, I forgot his name. The name of Joseph Joestar's voice actor in Japanese. He's amazing. And you know Steve Bloom. He's just a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
And who's Morgana's voice actress? I don't know her name, but I really like her.
I can start Googling things for you.
Oh, thank you.
Morgana, Persona 5.
And she's Sothis in Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
Oh, no!
What?
Hoppington the 14th says, imagine an Untitled Goose game.
Oh, no.
Oh, man. And then retracted that message as if he didn't want me to read it. Because that's what a horrifyingly bad idea that would be. So I think what he's referring to, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Goose the name of, like, that annoying dude in Skyward Sword?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be destructive. I did get on TV. I'll do it again, though.
What's fun about this area is that the kid with glasses is terrified of Goose.
Yeah.
Of geese, I guess.
No, just of this goose in particular, and I don't blame him.
Remember that time that I wanted to fight a goose and you wouldn't let me?
Because gooses will fuck you up.
This was like very early in our relationship.
He wasn't actually gonna fight the goose.
I was gonna fight the goose.
You were not.
We went to the duck pond, and like there were lots and lots of like ducks and geese like running around. It was like probably late summer, and there was this goose that just kept staring at me, and he was challenging me to a battle. And I'd step a little bit closer, and he'd do the thing, spread your wings. Yeah, he'd do that, and I'd be like, oh
and
man,
I
he
said,
is.
Don't. That means he is getting riled up. Hi.
And yeah, she wouldn't let me fight the goose.
Oh yeah, Claude's voice actor is an absolute gem. Has anyone seen that video where like his voice actor did a McDonald's commercial and they like dubbed over his McDonald's commercial over Claude? It was really funny.
Dr. Mad says Goose is a gem. It just takes 2/3 of the game until that happens.
Yeah.
And how many tutorials is that?
Not worth it.
In millions, because I'm sure it's at least it's some form of millions. See, people are talking about the Metroid manga. People are talking about Doomslayer. I think they might be talking about Doomslayer versus Master Chief. And which one might make a better Smash character?
Wouldn't that be a match for the ages?
Personally, I guess I'd rather see Doomslayer, but that's just purely because, you know, I've played more of those games. Alright, I think we're gonna wrap it up here very soon. I'll answer just a couple more questions. Somebody asked, what's your most wanted Smash character and how likely do you think they are? Ooh, this is for the entire chat, too.
Ooh.
I mean, I answer this question on basically every stream we do. I guess if I could pick one, it would be Geno. If I could pick two, I would also want classic Sonic and Tails duo.
Yeah, that'd be really
Always
cute.
talking about that. I think Geno could definitely happen. The only thing that worries me there is like the uncertainty of whether Square would be willing to play ball for that. But considering Dragon Quest and Cloud are both in, I think it's fairly possible. Chicken Lord talks about how someone in the Yuka stream was talking about how they're moving Sonic over here to the US so they can focus on reviving older IPs. Is that confirmed that's what they're doing, or is that just, like, what people are kind of thinking of? I know that Sonic Team, as it was, pretty much, like, doesn't really exist anymore. But Sega's definitely been doing better, like, just within, like, this year, I guess, within 2019, at reviving some of their older IPs. So that's really been good to see. I mean, my god, we're getting a new Panzer Dragoon game.
Yeah, that's insane. Oh, Dr. Mad, thank you! Super chatted us, 'cause he's a nice guy. Or girl, sorry.
I believe he's a guy. I've referred to him as such
Oh, sorry.
in my videos before, so I feel like he'd correct me if he wasn't. But Dr. Mad says, Josh, listen to the bird lady. As someone who has Canadian geese living outside his house, they'll F you up.
They will F you up. Geese are beautiful, majestic creatures. But Whoa, Metroid, thank you! You're also a champion. They say it's more Doomslayer versus Samus, and also I want both.
Yeah, both would be fine. Somebody asked, do you think Game Boy Advance games will come to Switch Online? I think they will eventually, and I also think they're probably more likely than GameCube games. At least GameCube games in the form of, like, what we have with NES and Super NES already. I would assume that Game Boy Advance or N64 would be next, and I'd probably think that Game Boy Advance would be slightly more likely.
I'm gonna go take a shit.
Oh, okay. I don't know how that... I don't know how that's relevant to what I was saying, but alright.
He's got toilet paper, you see.
I like how I'm wholly focused on this chat, and you're wholly focused on this game.
I gotta be a goose.
I mean, the same thing happens when I play games, where I'm totally focused on talking about the game and answering questions about the game, and you're talking about anime.
Yeah, you guys want to talk about anime?
Somebody asked, do you think the Wii U is somebody's Dreamcast? Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I've already seen that happening. Like, I saw this YouTube video from somebody who was saying that, that they were made fun of in middle school for liking the Wii U. So, for sure, it's already happening. But alright, I think we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you all for, hanging out with us and checking out these. I guess this has been a night of indies for us.
Yeah, it's been fun. Sorry, I'm half dead.
If you want some more, I will post one more time the link to our Ukulele in the Impossible Lair. I keep wanting to say the Impossible Door for some reason, but Ukulele in the Impossible Lair.
I don't know why.
Stream from earlier tonight. And, oh yeah, New Streets of Rage. Bringing back old IPs.
Yeah,
I know
that's really exciting.
They made the they're coming out with this Choo Rocket mobile game, which is, compared to what a lot of mobile games are, that's Choo Rocket's a really good fit for being a mobile game.
Oh, yeah. Ow.
Chicken Lord says, I'm gonna go take a shit. Literally a-hole simulator. Very nice.
Sorry for being gross.
Oh yeah, Mario Party for N64 would be better than Super Mario Party, for sure. Still so weird how that game's gotten no DLC. I didn't know you could do this. Now, that's a... that is threatening.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I wanted to fight that Goose, but if he'd started walking toward me like that, I think I would have backed down. Like, that is a level of confidence and and swagger of
intelligent
it.
fury
Yeah.
that you wouldn't want to fuck with.
Wouldn't want to fuck with it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for sticking with us. You want to do your...
Oh, yeah. Everybody have a good night. Have a nice, relaxing time. Do something fun. Spread your little goosey wings and honk your little goosey honk and live your dreams.
And, you must be the Giga Goose. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But all right, thank you guys for sticking with us. Thank you guys for super chatting and helping support us. And I'm gonna have to play even more Shadow the Hedgehog again tomorrow. My God.
I'll be here for you.
Thank you.
Having a good laugh.
Thanks, guys. It's been a good time.
Have a good night.
Until next time, you keep geeking, and we'll keep
critiquing.
You're welcome.
Did you kick that ball at me?